Hello everybody, I'm here at my local Victoria Mitsubishi dealership, and I've actually gotten a hold of them, sorry for the road noise, it's pretty loud here, and asked them if they had one of the new Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid electric vehicles here. And they said they did, and they wanted me to come and drive it, so that's what I'm here to do. I'd like to just thank them for really being enthusiastic about this. What we're going to do is we're going to take it for a drive that's about 35 kilometers long, which is what this vehicle is estimated to go, all electric. And we're going to do a driving reaction and I guess a range test as well. But let's go check out this thing. Okay, first thing, this is going to be impressions. The seats are power. That's something that no first generation like EV really had or anything. They're all manual controlled because it was heavier to have the power and all that. I have the oops, that's my GoPro remote. I have the vehicle key fob here, pretty cool little thing, and I don't have the car as much time as I would hope, but my plan is to actually drive it out towards Souk PC, which is about a 35 kilometer trip, and this car is listed as having about 35 kilometer all electric range. I'm going to talk about the modes while we're driving, but first I have to figure out how to put this on. Let's see. Nope, there's a power button back right here, so put on the brake, power. Get a nice plug-in hybrid EV sign. There's the dash itself. So it has real gauges on the left. So real physical gauges on the left and right, with a full LCD screen in the middle. Okay, someone has the radio on. Let's turn this off. Okay, so this is a nice flat screen. Let's try home. Be sure to read this. Sure, I read it. Yes. I want to go home. I want to see if we have any power monitoring stuff. Vehicle info? Yeah, okay, this has an energy monitor, energy flow. Batteries, as I read, are all below me here. Wow, it feels weird to be in such a big vehicle again. Like, there's the high hood in front of me. A sunroof. Holy crap, it has a sunroof. Wow. Okay. So far this is feeling very, very electric vehicle-ish. Oh, this vehicle feels so good. Around the corners. Okay, so this gauge stayed in the green. I accelerated a bit past there. Now I'm just gonna stay behind this guy. You can see signs blowing around out there. It is very windy. We've gone 18 kilometers. We have 19 kilometers showing of electric range. And this is the hardest spot right now for electric motors and batteries. We're on a kind of a steady climb at the moment. It's higher speeds. It's cold. It's pretty cold. Well, it's 10 degrees outside. It's raining a bit. We're in a full-size SUV on a windy day, so there's a lot of conditions going on right now that are not favorable to this car staying in electric mode, but it is. I can see why this vehicle is just destroying, like, in terms of sales overseas. This is awesome. I'm kind of stunned, actually. With what I'm seeing right now, I wouldn't have any. If someone wanted to straight up trade with my Volt, I would do it. Absolutely. No questions. Like, especially since mine's a 2011 Volt and I have the minimum range. Like, I'm getting... Well, I just did this trip with my Volt, and I was getting, what did I get, like 48 kilometers or something like that of EV range. And if I can pull off 35 or 40, that's close enough. Like, that still falls within my regular daily driving is, is low. And so like I could drive my kids to school in my Volt and this and use no gas, or like drive to work and back and use no gas. But then to have the ability to have like this much space with all these comforts, with all-wheel drive, that's phenomenal. It's time. We're back. We've been doing a little bit of driving. We have 1 kilometer showing left of battery range, and we've driven 40.4 kilometers so far. So we have exceeded the range that is listed on the website in a cooler climate condition, which is really good. That's really well for the vehicle. But I'm going to go to this energy monitor here, show kind of what we're using in terms of kilowatt hours total. They're showing we could use a total of 120 kilowatt hours, which is of course 2 60 kilowatt motors, because there is a front and a back motor that is constantly being powered from what I can see here. We are not driving like slow. I'm just driving as I normally would in this type of conditions. We're showing 0 kilometers now of remaining range, so we are about on the cusp to switch over to gasoline, but we are still on electric motors. And before it switches over, one thing that I do question about, I don't hear any electric motors. Like I don't hear that whine, which some people do find in other vehicles. There's none of that. It's just a very nice, quiet cabin driving experience. I am trying to extend this range as much as possible. I want to get as much. Oh, okay. We have a little gasoline motor popped up. That's feeding the battery. So this is the mode where it's running the generator. I don't hear it. Wow. I don't feel any difference to how the vehicle's driving. Is that actually on? If that's on, that's incredible. Like maybe it's because the motor is way up there. And actually I haven't opened the hood yet. I always open the hood. I'll have to do that when I get back. Right now I'm off the accelerator. I'm putting it in B mode. So we have all kinds of, we still show the gas motor generating power, and the electric motors are pulling power, and now they're all feeding to it. Yep, okay, I gave it some acceleration, and you could just hear the motor. I can't feel any vibration though. In the Volt, when the motor comes on, like you know it. It's pretty clear, and you do feel a tiny bit. This has isolated that so well. Okay, so yeah, here's on this graph. I hope you could see this. The right side is instant fuel, it's called, and the left side is EV power. So this is kind of like how much the motor's running, I guess, in revs or something like that. I'm not sure how they would translate that. It just became full. Huh. Okay. Interesting. So that's okay. So right now we're just in a regular, it's sustaining driving with the gasoline motor. There is a button down here to charge the battery and to save the battery. I didn't do the save one, but the save the battery essentially holds your whatever electricity you have in the battery pack for later use. So it's typically at higher speeds, it's better to use gasoline than it is to use the batteries. So when I went over that for passing lane, if I was doing my regular commute or whatever and I knew it was past the electric range, I would hit the save button, hold that range until I got to a more favorable position. Okay, so now we actually got a little red I don't know if you saw that, but the motor turned red. I think it might have gone into full engine power mode for a moment there. Yeah, there we go. See that? See that orange? It's powering the front wheel entirely. And the other things are just sitting there while it generates the battery. Oh, that's a complex system. And now that this is turning the wheel, I feel the vibration. Like a little bit. It's very minimal, but I get more noise intrusion as well. Huh. It's very good. It's excellent. You'd be hard pressed to tell a difference. Okay, so we're going to be hitting the 4 lanes soon, and we're going to need that higher energy usage. So we'll see what it does. Accelerate. Whoa, damn, that's good. That felt seamless. It felt like it was running on battery. Give another jab. Fantastic. That's excellent. Like, the gas motor is working for sure. It's working pretty hard. Well, it's hard to tell because it still feels like it's like an EV propelling experience. Fantastic. Excellent. Okay, park brake. Now looking at the eco information, there's a glare here, so I'm not sure you can see it. But we average consumption was 16.5 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers in energy of electric battery use. And then for the gasoline, we averaged 2.2 liters per 100 kilometers. And we said we did this entire trip, but 86% entirely on electricity, and the trip was 69 kilometers even is where we're sitting at. So that's really good. Very excellent. Excellent range. Okay, let's turn this off. Okay, final thoughts. I was very enthusiastic, like crazy enthusiastic earlier, where I was like, I would trade this vehicle in from my Volt right away. And that would still be the case. Huge shout out to Victoria Mitsubishi. They have been excellent. Their sales staff have been fantastic to work with. They know that I am here just to record videos and write a blog and get experience from it. And they were so open to that idea, like especially compared to some of the other dealerships I've reached out to, which have been very resistant to this type of thing. It was a breath of fresh air, and I wish them nothing but success. And if you are on the Vancouver Island area and you want to test drive one of these plug-in hybrid electric vehicle Outlanders, please give them your business, call them up. And if you can, mention that you watched this video. I would appreciate that. It would be good for them to know that them allowing advocates like me has a positive influence. This is one of the few vehicles I've driven in a long time where I am yes, awesome. Everything about this vehicle makes sense for the market right now. Yes, I would like to see this exact vehicle with a huge battery pack that gives me 300-mile range, so 500 kilometers or 450 or whatever. Yes, that would be awesome. But I don't think you can get that for this price range. I think it would be maybe smart if Mitsubishi actually tried to create something like that, but I don't see that happening at the moment. I think plug-in hybrid makes the most sense for them, and I think it makes a lot of sense for people living with it. So, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I do need subscribers. I'm going to lose all my monetization unless I get 1,000 subscribers. Thank you once again. This has been a fantastic experience being in this vehicle, and I think you are going to absolutely love it if you try it as well. But I figured I'll close here with another sweep of the vehicle. Just get a good glimpse of what something like this looks like. It is currently plugged in to a level 2 charger. And I quite like how this thing looks. Take it low. And we'll go up here. You know. Okay. That's really it this time. Thanks again for watching. Please continue watching, subscribe, and I look forward to your comments and questions. See ya.